It's sad to see another developer go after such a short run. VIS Entertainment didn't leave much of a mark on the video game world. A couple of Tom and Jerry games, a couple of Powerpuff Girl games. They did make State of Emergency though, and all this time I thought Rockstar developed this. Turns out they just published it. But before being acquired by BAM Entertainment, and eventually closing their doors in the mid-2000s, they made one last game that we're going to look at today. Brave: The Search for Spirit Dancer. A perfectly good and pleasant title, so it was changed to Brave: A Warrior's Tale when later released on PSP, Wii and 360 for whatever reason. Somewhere in, well I don't want to call it America, and after some research the different tribes would have had different names for their land. So somewhere here, we see a peaceful village enjoying their pre-European colonisation lives. Except one. This is Meadowflower, and she's in a spot of bother, unable to sneak away from a sleeping bear. Not to worry, our protagonist Brave is here to help. Oh crap. From distract the bear from chomping on Meadowflower, you, as the player, have your first task. Throw rocks at the bear's ass.
Run, Brave!
Oh yeah, that pissed it off alright!
Well, this is one way to learn the movement controls.
You saved me, Brave!
You saved your friend. That was a courageous thing to do, Brave. You stand at the beginning of a long path.
Seeing the warrior potential in Brave, Greybear starts him off on his journey to becoming one. 3 carvings have been hidden in Tutorial Glade. Each will teach Brave a new skill, but not before giving Brave a communication stone to give advice. A mobile stone, if you will. Yes, that's what the manual calls it. Useful, yes, but a bit too useful. I think Greybear's a little attention-starved. He will call Brave at any opportunity, even for the smallest things. Press jump to jump. Use these vines to climb. Brave, you need to do the thing I just told you to do 5 seconds ago. Will you go to McDonald's for me? Fuck off, Greybear, I know how to video game.
Brave, you must learn the ways of the shaman to fulfill your destiny.
Caves will have cave paintings, which will tell a story or teach Brave a new skill. After a spot of spelunking, Brave can now make animal calls, and even possess them for animal-related shenanigans. Meadowflower shows Brave how to fish. Initially I thought, maybe fish or another form of sustenance. Nope. After this, Brave only fishes once in the entire game. But this does yield the skill to swim underwater. Really? You needed a mythical carving to learn that? After all that piling on of mechanics, is there an actual plot? Well, according to the title, there's this spirit dancer that needs finding. Spirit Dancer was a great shaman, and he took it upon himself to take down the dreaded Wendigo that's been ravaging the land. Like right now.
Brave, the evil is unleashed.
Hooded Crow attempts to fight the Wendigo, but fails and is put under his power instead. Great, someone else to contend with. Spirit Dancer's Tomahawk, along with 3 more Spirit Dancer legends. This time the paintings are made with a paint that can only be illuminated from the ink of a queen beetle. Of course, that makes perfect sense. There are many, many beetles in this quarry, and committing beetle genocide with a tomahawk is very satisfying. Wait, is that where beetles come from? From the Michelin Man's butthole?
Help us.
Wow! Beetlejuice!
He said Beetlejuice, and there are 3 queen beetles. Is this game going to take a bizarre turn when he says it a 3rd time? On his journey, persistently badgered by Greybear, Brave must travel many different terrains and fight many foes. Including zombies thanks to Hooded Crow. But fear not, Brave can attain even more skills. He's going to have quite the resume. Animal spirits can be called upon when standing upon the appropriate plinth. Ghost Bear versus zombies, anyone?
Who are you?
I am the Wolf Spirit, and I can show you the way to Spirit Dancer.
Find the wolf spirit in the woods and fend off the nasty wolves, using the not very useful bow. Seriously, it's easier just to run up to them and tomahawk them up against a tree.
Can I help?
Find the eagle spirit near Maiden Rock. The spirit informs Brave that he knew Spirit Dancer, and that he carried an amulet that can defeat the Wendigo. The maiden knows where the amulet is, but she is sleeping, and can be awoken with a spirit totem. Take a shot every time I say spirit. Don't actually do that. But the totem is split into 4 pieces. Of bloody course it is.
Eagle spirit!
With the eagle's help, they are collected, the maiden awakens, and tells Brave that the amulet has been split into 4 pieces. Of bloody course it has. To cut this busy work short, the first piece is in a volcano, and these big drums need to be drummed simultaneously to release it.
I got the amulet piece.
The second piece is out in the icy tundra. After befriending a Sasquatch who, after catching a fish for him in the only time you fish, tells him that his polar bear spirit friend can guide him to it. After a long river rapids segment, the third piece is located in an old abandoned fortress. This is where the Wendigo and Hooded Crow show up to give the typical "you'll never defeat us" speech.
What have I done? Forgive me, Brave.
In an act of contrition, Hooded Crow gives Brave the centerpiece of the amulet, which will combine it all together. The Wendigo's lair is drawing near. How will Brave reach a being that dwells within the spirit realm? With portals, of course. Grey Bear will create portals to Zen from Half-Life, apparently. As we all know, every other worldly realm has to have floaty islands for some reason. Tricky, rotating, droppy, spinny islands. Brave confronts the Wendigo in his cliched volcano lair. Humans are pretty weak to lava, so help me, Eagle Spirit. With a complete amulet in hand, it's time to take on the Wendigo. Fortunately, it can shoot projectiles. How convenient. Fly around, avoid all the shit, and keep pummeling it until victory. Now, you may have noticed that Brave took down the Wendigo without the aid of or even meeting Spirit Dancer. This is a plot twist I wanted to keep out in case you wanted to play this yourself, and I highly recommend you do. This is excellent. From the golden age of 3D action platformers, Brave: The Search for Spirit Dancer is the epitome of an unappreciated gem. It's fun, has varied gameplay, keeps you engaged and doesn't overstay its welcome. A playthrough is just the right length, leaving you satisfied. It's on enough platforms to make this not too hard to find, I imagine. Give it a shot if you can track it down.